Hello, everyone. Joe is back with my brother Mike. Joe is me. I'm talking in third person. Sorry about that. But we're going to be talking about something really ridiculous this episode. Um, you know, as good internet marketers like we are, we like to use the YouTube autocomplete to get some ideas for episodes. And when I saw this one, guys, I my brain almost exploded that people were actually typing this in. So the topic is dropshipping Disney products. It's funny, right? It's so stupid.
Yeah. Well, people who are going to be watching this are people who did the autocomplete, so
Oh
you
God, I'm
might as
sorry.
well address them with some respect, Joe.
I'm sorry, guys. If you typed that in and that was something that you were considering, I really, really don't recommend it. Now, I'm sure there are people that have gotten away with it for a certain amount of time. But eventually you're going to get shut down and probably, worst case scenario, like litigated in some way. I think that would be the most likely scenario if you're trying to like illegally drop ship Disney products. But I want to come on here and say that there is a better way to do things. And as a matter of fact, if you're watching this and you're thinking about dropshipping Disney products, we don't recommend that you dropship low ticket, cheap stuff from China at all. So that's the first thing that you might want to reconsider. We recommend working with real brands in your home country, UK, United States, wherever you live. We recommend working with existing brands that have a dropship program. They're not that difficult to find whatsoever. In fact, they're plentiful, and you don't need to go through any sort of third-party directory to find them. You just contact them and become a dealer. But yeah, so that's the first mold that I recommend breaking out of. But there are just so many better ways to build a business other than like thinking, oh, this is a huge market. Like Disney is huge. Like I want to resell their stuff. Usually when something is like that obvious, it's usually not the right path. What do you think about that, Mike?
Yeah, so people who are searching this and are interested in this may not even understand that you can't just go and sell like a copyrighted piece of imagery or, a figure that's been copyrighted. But people obviously try to do it. You can get away with it for a short period of time. You can even make money with it for a short period of time. But you should never be doing things to make money, especially online, if you don't think that method is going to be viable in 5 years or 3 years or what have you. Whatever you're going to be doing, you need to imagine it's going to be harder than you're planning for. And so, we can get quick wins online, and we've had success dropshipping and making sales quickly, but you're only going to get better with things in time. And I understand the perspective of wanting to sell things that are Disney related because you understand that people love Disney and people buy Disney stuff, but people buy other things too. Just like people search Mickey Mouse hat, people search they search Billabong stand-up paddleboard, right? It may not be in the same level of like pure search volume per month, but the internet is huge. People are searching for all types of different brands, and it's easy to go and have real brands that people are already searching for approve you like with a wholesale account, with a dealer account, and then they say, hey, like you can go sell our stuff now. And so you don't have to worry about copyright. You don't have to worry about trying to operate a business or trying to make money where you can get sued by a $1 billion company and lose your house, lose everything. Not to mention, it's a lot easier to sell things that are like $1,000 versus $20. So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, so let's start with like the basic setup of the business. Like if you were going to drop ship Disney products, unless you magically had some in at Disney, like you had some contact and they're like, all right, look, this is how you're going to do it. Like this is totally okay. Like you have the Disney fairy magic stamp of approval, and you know what, go nuts. Start advertising Marvel stuff on Facebook, Captain America, go do it. Like, so it's really important that you start your business out with good relationships, and it doesn't even have to be like an in-person. Like in the case of drop shipping, obviously you need a relationship with the supplier. You need the supplier to be a real reputable person that you can trust, that's not doing anything illegal, like not just like some random supplier in China that's just like printing Disney stuff. Like the example you gave, like working with like a company like Billabong. I don't even know if they sell stuff outside of clothing. They might, but the example still stands. Say you're working with a reputable company that's agreeing to work with you, and that's step one. In the example of an Amazon affiliate site, you're getting the okay from Amazon just by signing up to be an Amazon affiliate. This is the agreement. Like, you read the operating agreement. You can use Amazon images as long as you're using the API or pulling it from the associates platform. The point is you're building your business on a foundation of trust and legitimacy, rather than trying to kind of take a shortcut because you think it's going to result in a quick win. So the sustainability is key there. Yeah.
I mean, people think they can take shortcuts to make quick bucks, and oftentimes it doesn't work out, because when you do that type of thing, like, you're usually alone. You kind of have to go rogue to do it. Yeah. And especially if you're new and you don't know what you're doing, like, if you have to go rogue and do something, you're going to fail, most likely. Yeah. But you're in a situation where if you fail, you have to like retreat back and try something else. And that's not the situation of failure you ever want to be in. You want to be in a situation where other people have had success in this method, and you know that if you do it and you fail, but you keep trying at it, that you will gain competence, and then you will succeed. You'll have little wins and bigger wins and bigger wins and bigger wins, and you failed, but you can keep pressing forward. And that's the big point, is that Joe and I, we've had a lot of failure, but every time that we have failed something, it's been in a situation where all we have to do is just take that failure, learn the lesson, and keep pressing forward, and then eventually it turns into a win. So you don't want to be, you don't want to be just trying to go do something to make a quick buck, because in reality it may not happen, and then it can take you longer to go and make those bucks versus just trying to do something legit. Right,
yeah. So putting an emphasis on acquiring knowledge and learning lessons rather than just making that quick buck out the gate is
and it's not even like we're saying, it's not, you can't make money like this month doing something that's legitimate.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not true. Joe and I, we put up dropshipping stores all the time, and they can make money the same week that we set them live. So it's not a matter of, there's no such thing as making money quick. I don't think, we don't go for get rich quick schemes, but yeah, I think my point has been made.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to recap here in a second, Mike, but I want to reiterate a certain point that you touched on, because I think it's important. You said that you shouldn't be going rogue for your first business, and I think that's something that's worth exploring a little bit. If you are going to somehow pull off dropshipping Disney products outside of, in some sort of gray hat, like illegal manner, which we're definitely not recommending you do. But if you are going to do that, it's good, and you're a beginner, doing that successfully is going to require a very high level of sophistication, I would say, or any sort of business model that, is not really ethical, not legal in any of that realm. I would say you definitely need experience and sophistication to be able to pull it off properly. And even then, it's still not worth it. So I want to recap the episode, Mike, and I want you to give people a few sentences. So don't dropship Disney products. I think that we've already established that. What should they do instead?
Dropship something that you have the copyright access to, and that people are letting you sell. So there's plenty of brands in America or in the UK or Europe, wherever else you are, where there are companies that sell expensive products. And so all you have to do is call those companies, say you're a website that sells products in that particular industry, and more than likely, some of them will let you in. They'll give you dealer contracts, and they'll give you wholesale pricing, and then you just try and sell that stuff instead. And that way, if you have an issue, they'll help you. You know what your margins are going to be. You know that this company isn't going to go out of business. You know you're not going to get sued. And you know that Walt Disney isn't going to come and take your house.
Yeah, and just as a final point of clarification, Mike, you said make sure you're selling products that are expensive. If you're thinking about Disney products, I mean, the fact is most of their stuff is probably like 20 to 50 bucks. We're not talking about that, are we? We're talking about something in a different realm here. How expensive are we talking?
200, 500, 1,000, 10,000, anything in that range is fair game. People buy things online in that price range every day. And we see it, at this point we have multiple stores, like 4 or 5. We've sold 2. We've had sales as high as $60,000. We've had sales $30,000. So it's crazy what people buy online. It's not just Disney products. It is literally everything and at every price range.
Right, and by selling stuff that's that expensive, you have a lot more room to make mistakes because, say you do something wrong, you don't get the right kind of traffic, you buy traffic and it doesn't work out. All it takes is one sale and you get all your money back. So, and then you can learn from that one and be profitable in the next one. So on that, we'll wrap it up, guys. buildassetsonline.com/membership. If you want to work with us one-on-one, become our coaching student, join our private Discord. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I think people are really enjoying it. And of course, buildassetsonline.com/playbook, where you can grab our free course where we teach you how to build an online business portfolio from the ground up so you can avoid doing stupid business models like dropshipping Disney products. Because we don't recommend that in the online asset playbook. We only recommend you the stuff that's worked for us and the stuff that we do. So that's it, guys. See you in the next episode.
Take it easy.